is a difficult thing. So have we sufficiently prepared ourselves as a country that the process of generating that data, quantitative or qualitative, is a process that can lead us into trusting that data? These are questions I think we could engage in. And then quickly, how do we analyze that data? Again, something that is not easy. Those of us who have done postgraduate studies, let's take even masters to begin with. Our friend Paul Kuria is not here, but he would tell us that you need at least a semester or 4 months to analyze data for just a master's study. And of course, if you're doing PhD, you need a whole year to analyze data that will go into a 300-page document. And so I think, and Dr. Nyegere, I see people tell us they went to the field and spent a month. That's a long time generating data. And then after 2 weeks, they are giving you headline screaming reports about what they found out. Usually what you get is data that is not really analyzed. And so in research circles, Professor Jabundi, who is a VC emeritus, will tell you it's not even data worth paying attention to. So the question we have here, the responsibility we have here, colleagues, is have we even trained, and I don't know if our ambassador has gone, have we even trained the people we need to train, whether we are talking about NEC, KICD, and other institutions, sufficiently to give us an analysis that can give us findings that we can consume with confidence? Because again, one of the most embarrassing things about some of that data is how they are packaged into what are called findings. You look at a finding that you know this is not fully processed. So what is my concern there? That we need to invest time into analysis. And probably one of the outcomes of our conference here could be that as we think about using data to inform policy of any kind, then we must think about its process coming backwards. But probably up to that stage, assuming that all the previous stages I've talked about were well conceptualized, our data is still quite, the data we have in government, and we have a lot, even before I talk about outside government. How many of you went to school during that time that you did an assignment hiding your book? You don't want the boy next to you to see. We are now fighting that in CBC. That's how we are handling our data. It's like we hide it, we keep it. And sometimes you think about it properly, you start wondering, why did we even spend resources? And I feel I'm guilty as charged, because at KICD, every year, we do a monitoring research on implementation of the curriculum at every class. A number of us here know that we have been implementing CBC in a phased-in, phased-out way. So right from pre-primary, you have been doing research at every class. How are we implementing the curriculum? And then at the end of our level, we also do research. So we have data for grade 6, up to grade 6, data up to junior school, and now we are already doing grade 10. But guilty as charged, because we are hiding it under some rooms. You'll probably get a copy in the CEO's office, which usually I keep so that when auditors come, I can tell them the study actually took place. You'll probably get a copy in the library. And, you know, I am speaking for KICD before I start accusing NEC, my sister, because Kenya National Examinations Council, you have more data than any of these institutions around need. But you have done something that you have now, through this conference, opened it up. And I believe, as I see the program, that a lot of this will be featuring. Probably, we should now start by leveraging on what NEC is doing so that we can share that data. Because believe me, it has so much information that even without doing any further research, then we would be having enough to inform action points. So as I finish, one of the things that I want to throw in as a keynote speaker is that we need more inter-institutional collaboration in utilizing that data. If we take the institutions responsible for curriculum, pedagogy, and assessment alone, KICD, Teacher Service Commission, broadly, Kenya National Examinations Council, and our partners, then if that data is properly harnessed, we have a lot that can help us reimagine. Because, Andrew, yes, we can brag, but only up to next year about implementing a curriculum reform to the end of basic education. So the question is, what happens after, at least for us in basic education? Because for universities, they'll just be starting. And Professor Varas, allow me to be on record that one of the things that I look forward to, I think Professor Bundi can also listen to it and other university colleagues here, is that we in basic education